guys doing?
Peace out.
Welcome to the Morning Hour podcast with your girl Laura D and Pano.
We are back.
Back at it like a craft-matic crack addict.
Yes, sir.
I had a bunch of little rhymes from my homeboy Shaka there because I seen his little video. I'm even gonna say little video because that video was popping.
Yeah, it was very well produced.
Thank you. I appreciate that, you guys. Thank you so much.
I gotta see it.
Absolutely love it. I would have shared it, but I'm in Facebook jail, so I ain't sharing it. But these bars.
She behind bars.
Let me go.
I appreciate the sentiment. Though. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hey, Shaka, why don't you go ahead and tell us about your are you like in a rap group or like tell us a little bit about your music real quick?
Oh, I'm not in a rap group. That was just a song that me and my homeboy decided. He sent me a record and was like, "Yo, Shaka, I need you to jump on this." I said, "No, I'm retired." He was like, "Come on, man. I know you still got it." I was like, "Nah, I'm trash." He talked me into rapping again, so that was the product. And then we did it. And he was like, "Oh, we need to make a video of this." So we did it. I don't know how to decorate it. That's literally as simple as it was.
Wow. I mean, that was amazing. What's the name of the song?
Conglomerate. Because I say one of the lyrics in the song is Renegade Conglomerate. And at the time that I said the Renegade Conglomerate. I was dealing with some people named Renegade, but their CEO was a sucker ass nigga, so now it's just Conglomerate.
Oh,
Dame suck my dick.
Dame Dash?
No, not Dame Dash, never. Damian Dennis, suck my dick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I just caught on to what you just said again. Oh Lord. The Lord and Our podcast do not share Shaka's views. We don't know you.
Oh, absolutely. Y'all don't share my views. These are my views and my views alone. That's all.
But do right by our boy. Shoot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Do right by our boy. So, anyways, I am so glad to be here with you guys because guess what? I've been gone. It feels like forever lost in the sauce. Just because I don't really know. But today I really wanted to get on here and address this Blac Chyna issue. To be honest, guys, I was not even going to hit the topic of Blac Chyna because I really don't really talk about Blac Chyna too much because, you know, she's usually always in the news for something and it's just like, oh, it's just another day of Blac Chyna. No need to report on this news. But I really felt the push to talk about her lawsuit. So for the people who aren't familiar about what's going on with Blac Chyna has decided to sue the Kardashians for $100 million over the show Rob and Chyna. And the reason why she chose to sue them, well, momager Chris decided to have the show axed. So Chris told the network that if they did not axe Chyna and Rob's show, that her and her daughters were going to walk. And Chyna is therefore suing the Kardashians for basically loss of income or possible income. So, oh, Lord. Anyways, so what are your guys' thoughts on this? Because I'm going to run it down. What do you guys, first of all, in general, what you guys think about the lawsuit? Do you guys think she has a leg to stand on, or do you guys not agree with her choosing to bring the lawsuit against Chyna? Shaka, since you're our guest, I'm going to let you go ahead and go today. You go ahead and tell us what you think.
I am not sure I understood anything of what you said. That sounds preposterous. That sounds preposterous. If Rob and Chyna, if they didn't put the axe on their show, then could have lost potential earnings, whatever. That's what you said, right?
So yeah, so basically,
so how did she know that? And what do they base that off of?
Well,
the
Chyna,
Kardashians?
No, Chyna. Their first season did well. Their first season did do well. They got picked up for another season. Now, producers testify they didn't, but that's kind of a lie because they kind of told the public that season 2 was coming, and then all of a sudden they go to court and testify and said it wasn't coming. So that was contradictory in
I mean,
itself.
I'm pretty sure they have numbers. I mean, listen, I'm pretty sure the Avatar did good.
It was.
I'm
It
sorry.
was. Yeah, it was
I'm
more
sorry.
than it was more than just the fact of lost income. It was economic effect or something like that. It was some other things that I guess they were being nasty about with her. So
How long? How long? It only lasted one season.
yes, because
How long her and Rob Kardashian been broken up?
Rest in peace, homie.
Rest in peace, Black Rob. I'm so sorry. I would never put that
to be honest,
on you.
this lawsuit thing has been on going on for a long time. She has been preparing to sue them, but with COVID and everything like that, things got backlogged. So she did take to sue them as soon as this happened, because she felt like she was being treated unfairly. There was a lot of things that went along with that. But Dennis, do you think that her lawsuit holds water?
Not really at all, because you had me look into it. You told me that she was getting like 100 million a season. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's not possible. So I
Yeah,
looked
I might have
into
been a
it.
little bit wrong on my numbers. It was a
Yeah,
They
million.
didn't give.
No, it
more
says
like she probably,
109 million she's suing them for.
Yeah.
yeah, it's because
They didn't even pay the
the
cast of
show.
Friends $100 million.
Yeah, no, the show, she probably gets like $1 million season, if that. But here's the
Not even.
situation. Yeah, probably not. But here's the situation. The reason why she did $100 million lawsuit is because she knew that they're gonna settle, because they're gonna have to testify and under oath, and she's gonna expose some of their secrets. And there's secrets that there's things that I'm pretty sure Kim Kardashian and her mom said about black people, and the fact that they did not see her being a fit mother. They
Hmm.
thought the low, just thought everything low. They thought about her. They didn't want her to be part of the family, but he chose her anyway.
I would agree.
And they're trying to avoid having that exposed. So they're going to settle out of court, because Rob already dropped his lawsuit he had against her, and she still has her lawsuit going on. And I think ultimately she's going to get something. I don't know. It ain't going to be 100 million. It might be like 10 million, 15 million, because they got more to lose being exposed than gaining by winning it, winning the case.
Hmm. I mean, I kind of
The American justice system.
let's get B-Bass perspective. So B-Bass, do you think that China's lawsuit against the Kardashians hold water?
No. And the reason why I would say that is because of the reasoning as to how it led up to that, right? So she had to sell her 2 cars, that were gifts from her ex.
Oh no. That's not with that. That's something totally
Well,
different.
I'm saying it led to this. This is where it's like it's leading to she's desperate for cash and attention. So how are we going to go ahead and get this? Blac Chyna is kind of like irrelevant. She was something, like 5, 6, just 10 years ago. She was something. Everybody was talking about her, and then she just fell off the map after Tyga's situation. But I think the amount of money she's suing for having one season that she probably didn't even make close to $1 million that season. She probably made 800,000, because they don't pay that first season. They don't pay a lot, even if it's just Kardashian. It's Rob of all people. It ain't like you featured like Kim in that thing.
Mm-hmm.
You featured Rob. Like, who's Rob? And no one's really cared about him.
Dang, Rob just chopped liver. That's why y'all gonna go away, Rob.
Other than being
My
a
man,
enthusiast, what else he's got? He's nobody.
He has
got them
nothing.
socks.
I mean, them socks. Wow, like everybody. Ooh,
the only thing I know about Rob is that
it's not impressive.
he
but
had a baby by Blac Chyna, and then he got beat up on that episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians when they did the celebrity match, and the dude he fought dog walked him. That's the only thing I know.
The guy really doesn't have anything as clout goes, other than this little projects he's got. But Blac Chyna is irrelevant anyway, and the only reason they got that episode, they got that show together, is because of Chris. And if Chris had it axed, well, then that's because they broke up. So
it wasn't just because of Chris. She didn't want the show to go on anyway.
There you go. So there's a lot of these things that are happening, and what she did was She's doing this for attention. She thinks what she's going to do is going to help because she hasn't dropped the lawsuit, as you had said, Dennis. Like the lawsuit hasn't been dropped because she's in financial duress, and it's like they're trying to drop all this because they're saying she's not really in financial hardship. She's putting that on herself because she's trying to live a lifestyle that she cannot sustain, and she was doing that through us, and she was using us for that lifestyle.
Okay. So let me give you guys my take on this, and I'm gonna try to convince you guys that you guys aren't being fair. And look at it this way.
Being fair.
Look at this way, right? So I would have to say I'm in support of Blac Chyna, and everyone knows I don't really rock with old girl too much because old girl she be tripping. But for you to say that she wasn't popping, her show was #1 on Zeus. Her show was doing really well. She did not renew because she was going through some issues. Her and her mom, because her and her family was shooting that show, and she decided to start working elsewhere. So Chyna was garnering income. The problem was she's not smart with her money, supposedly, but I don't believe that. So Chyna testified in court that she does not have a bank account. She did not pay taxes in 2019. And I think that old girl played it right because she knew that she was going to do this lawsuit. So she's trying to prove economic hardship, right? So you can't prove economic hardship if you're making all of this money. There's no way in heck this woman had no bank at all. Shocking. Whoa, what was that?
I'm so sorry. That was my clothes dryer.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's okay. Anyways, so I'm looking at it from a hustle standpoint, right? That girl knows how to make money. For people to say she wasn't nobody before the Kardashians, well, that's a lie. She had Tyga. She met Tyga. Tyga was already starting to I don't know. Tyga was already starting to make money. You know what I'm saying? He was already becoming known. Chyna was a known stripper. Chyna was doing her thing. Okay, Chyna was out there swinging their boobies and swinging that booty. Okay, she was dropping it like it was hot up and down those poles with some Crisco oil. Okay, so let's move it along, and let me not move it along, but let me hurry up and fast forward. So the reason why I am supporting her in this lawsuit is because I just think that no one should be able to come in and just because they don't like you, they should be able to mess with your bag. That's kind of like what Monique was talking about with Lee Daniels and Oprah Winfrey and how they came in and they didn't like what she had to say because she spoke out. So they started messing with her money. That's exactly what Chris did. So Chris did testify on the stand, and Chris said that the reason why she wanted to show acts was because she didn't want Chyna with her son. So Chyna allegedly wrapped a phone cord around Rob's neck and choked him with it. And she also allegedly put a gun to his head. So Chris said that, first of all, what do you guys think about those things that she's allegedly done to Rob?
I mean,
you guys' input is.
After seeing him getting beat up in that celebrity fight, I believe it.
I'll say this. I'll be honest. I can care less about Kardashians or Blac Chyna. More so, I'm all about Kanye. But here's the situation. Okay, speaking on this, the problem you face is she's fumbling the bag with the ghetto, with that ghetto mentality. Here's the situation. Kim Kardashian, the family, ultimately they're trash. They've made their living being trash, but on a high end scale, like of trash. Like they may be in a hole,
My
valuable
fucking
thing.
nigga, man.
So here's the
Fucking
situation you face. Blac Chyna was Kim Kardashian's one of her best friends. Okay,
Yes, it was. Yes.
she got with Rob for the financial situation because that's not her type. She messes with hood dudes and rappers. Okay, she got with Rob because of the bag. And here's the situation: he tried to have a happy home. He tried to have a peaceful situation. He tried to have a good home for their child that he wanted with Blac Chyna for some reason. And she, because I'm not going to make it a black and white thing, so I'll just say some women are afraid of structure. She's afraid of structure. So ultimately,
I don't think she's afraid of.
She's for the streets.
She is,
yeah, I don't think
she's for the streets.
No, I'm saying she cheated on him. She cheated on him.
He cheated. No, he cheated first. You guys got to get y'all facts straight though. So if you guys remember on the show, did you guys watch the show? I actually watched the show. So Chyna went off with Rob in the car because Rob was cheating on her. Chyna really was taking this relationship with Rob seriously. So Chyna did not initially get with Rob because of the money. The reason why she got with Rob was because Miss Kylie got with Tyga, and that was her way to get back at Tyga and Kylie. Was okay.
Messy.
Yeah, she is.
You're gonna give up your womb. Give up your womb out of spite. Who does that?
A lot of women, actually. A lot of women and men do that out of spite.
Ghetto. No, that's ghetto.
A lot of classy people make really bad decisions too out of spite.
I'm not gonna say that that's ghetto, brother Dennis, but it is disgusting.
That's mentality.
It's human nature.
Disgusting.
It ain't human, it's ratchet mentality.
So let me hit on some other 2 points real quick because this is drowning. Guys. So my whole thing about supporting Chyna in this is these women talk about how ghetto Chyna was, how they didn't want her with their child, and how Chloe said that she was going to devalue their brand. She was going to hurt the brand. Kim said, because this is some of the things that prove that they really asked this woman show on purpose, and they shouldn't have had their hands in no pots of this. So Kim basically said, I would not shoot with her at all. I do not want her on my show. And then this is what she testified on stand and said, and then she cleared to say our show. So Kim right there already proved to us that she's narcissistic because she said my show. It's not your show, it's you and your sister's show. My whole thing with this is Kim made a sex tape. No one's labeling her as trashy. Chyna has been going through a lot of things with Rob. Chyna got a restraining order. Chyna had a restraining order against Rob because he leaked her nude photos. So Kim and her family. Anyway. But when you're going to the strip club,
didn't Chyna have a sex tape herself? It was like the sorriest excuse.
Yes, she got a sex tape.
It was the sorriest excuse of a blowjob I've ever seen.
She did, but what I'm trying to prove the point of, you can't call this girl trashy, ghetto, and everything else because you're what? I don't know what they're Armenian, and this is a black
Armenian,
girl. Yeah. Why is it when Chyna does it? It's ghetto. No, this is out of Chris' mouth. I'm talking about what Chris said. Chris said that she was ghetto. She was a hot mess, but your daughter did the same thing. Your daughter,
she didn't do nothing compared. But go ahead. Okay, I got to contradict.
Okay,
when her sex tape,
I wasn't able to pull up the video. Well, I wasn't able to put the video in here. So let me say some things that was really trashy about Kim that's coming to light. So Kim did a video and she said, what was on the show. Kim said that she married her first husband off of ecstasy. She said she was so high out of her mind that she did ecstasy and got married. That man came to front lines recently and he said Kim had a drug problem. Everyone came at me, was like, oh my God, you married her while she was on ecstasy. He said, I knew nothing about ecstasy. He said black people were scared of ecstasy back in the day. So when she was doing those drugs, I had no clue that Kim was doing these drugs. When we got married, I thought we were just getting married, basically. And my whole thing is, why is it that everyone keep labeling Chyna bad, Chyna this, Chyna that, but Kim out here taking ecstasy, talking about, oh, I did drugs and I got married and blah, blah, blah. But everything Chyna does is ghetto and a hot mess. Everything Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say it's a difference from doing behavior that only affects you and affects other people. Like Chyna's behavior is affecting the life of other people. Kim Kardashian hasn't done anything that affected anybody. Her sex tape that she did, she did what drug dealers. I was trying to tell drug dealers to do. Flip your money, do your thing for a year or two, and take that money and open up a legitimate business, get out the game. Instead of doing it for 10 years, and then now you end up dead or in jail. She made a sex tape, exposed herself, and then a year later, got rich off of it. And then now she continued She continued success, but she cleaned herself up, cleaned her act up. Blac Chyna had ample opportunity to just be clean and just make money off of her image, but she chose the trashy way, which is doing drugs. You see all the time she got caught at the airport high, out of her mind.
Okay,
You never
Kim
saw Kim Kardashian do that.
Kardashian just admitted on camera that she was doing
Yes,
drugs.
but she didn't do it in public. She's not doing it in public. That's the point. You don't see
We
video
don't
of her
know.
high.
We don't know that. You have to remember.
That's
Kim
the
wasn't
point, Laura. We don't know because
Exactly.
we don't have,
Kim wasn't
besides
that-
her
Kim
mouth.
was not that big when she was talking about the time that she was out getting high. Kim has made lapses. She said, "I made a sex tape on ecstasy." Ha 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 ha. But you
the
guys,
point
But when she made
didn't-
her
you
sex tape, she was with the person who she declared to be her boyfriend.
no,
Her and
he
Ray J
was
wasn't
not her
a
boyfriend.
Ray J
Yeah,
and
he
her
was.
were not
She-
a
she-
fling.
she
They were
keeps-
together.
She keeps saying that wasn't her boyfriend.
But he
That's
put the
what she
video.
said.
Here's the thing. He put
The
out.
video out and he
She
thought,
didn't put it
I
out.
guess,
She just agreed to it. She agreed
Yeah.
to it. He put it out without her permission.
So it's okay for these women to attack this woman. These women came for Jordan Woods, and let me tell you, the only reason why Jordan Woods is still okay because she had the Smiths back.
You're changing the boat. Here's
Hang
the
on.
board.
You're not changing the boat. It's the same thing. I'm trying to prove
Renegade.
that these women, when it comes to women of color, these women are so vicious. First of all, they only come for black women.
No.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Like we used to always
Kim
call white women a hoe.
Kim Kardashian
The easy
said
one.
she created cornrow. She said she started the cornrow thing. It was a couple of black celebrities.
he said that.
Yeah, she said that. It was
that was a joke. You know that was a joke, right?
It was not a joke. It was not a joke. What are you talking about, Dennis? Don't Dennis. The video's out there. It wasn't a joke. She didn't say it in a joking manner. She said what she said. And you can't tell us that what she said is a joke and she didn't say it in a joke.
Okay, but here's the situation. You've recorded yourself having sex, right? Before on video?
Huh? Never.
Whoa.
I've done it. I'm pretty sure. I mean, Brandon, have you done it before? We've all done it.
I plead the fifth.
Okay,
1, 2,
well,
3,
I'm pretty
4,
sure we
5.
all done it. And if your partner,
I've done it.
shops, yeah. So
But
if your partner shops
I've deleted
around,
the tape though.
yeah.
It was 15 minutes. You look at,
Oh, I'm sorry, Brandon. I didn't
Here's the
see
thing:
it.
if you share the video,
Brandon, you can say your point.
or you share it to the partner. The partner shops it around to a porn company who offers the guy millions of dollars for this video, but he has to get permission from Kim Kardashian. He forged her signature, and then they contacted Kim Kardashian's management directly. They said, "Hey, we'll give you freaking." It was probably like $3 or $4 million to let us put this video out.
Can I say
Of course,
something?
you're gonna do it.
Can I say something real quick? I was trying to bring up this points of the trial.
Okay.
Blac Chyna sat on stand and she said that Rob got pissed at her and leaked all her full body nudes. It's not okay because she's not a stripper anymore. She doesn't strip anymore. She moved on from that lifestyle. That was something to pay her bills. Now, once you stop stripping, if you do not want someone to post your body, they shouldn't be able to post your body. Now, Kim is actively suing Whack 100. Well, she said she would come for his ass if he released that second sex tape. How is it okay for them to condone what their brother did, but then she want to talk about she will bring down all her legal force against Whack 100? And that's okay?
No, it's not okay. Blac
Revenge
Chyna
porn
can do the same thing.
is illegal.
Yeah.
You can
But
go
what I'm
to the
saying is
street.
you're justifying this family condoning what that man did to her and saying she's just ghetto trash and she's just this.
I'm talking about the behavior. You're literally
You
condoning
and
her
her
acting
sisters
ratchet.
are ghetto trash. It's just more wrapped up pretty. It's just
Yes.
a
I
little bit
think-
prettier.
I mean, that's
I
smart.
think the Kardashians. You know what?
Keep it
Except
in-house.
what's the oldest one name?
Courtney,
The one that-
because Courtney, you see what she did? Courtney left the show for a while.
Courtney?
She
Courtney.
isolated herself because
Courtney.
she didn't want to be in that shit.
No,
Yeah,
she
Courtney-
was in it. She had friggin' Scott Disick problems.
Yeah,
No, but
Courtney.
remember she
Courtney
left the
is
show because she said
Yeah.
that her
It
family
was
toxic.
tearing. It was tearing her marriage apart, and the eventually split.
No, she's not married.
She's
it was
about to
about
marry
that.
what's his
They weren't
face?
married
No,
They were
She was
married.
no,
They were
Scott.
married.
Courtney has never been married.
to
Okay,
Scott
well,
Disick.
No,
thought they
they've
were
never
married.
been
Courtney was
married.
married.
This
Well,
will be
look,
Courtney's
listen,
first
I
year.
like Courtney.
Travis Scott, not Travis Scott. What's his name? Travis Baker. That'd be her first marriage.
Parker.
Courtney has never been
Oh,
married.
Travis Baker, the drummer. Yeah.
Yes. Courtney has
Parker.
never been married.
All right. So
I like Courtney. Courtney is the Tito Jackson of the crew. Courtney
you're
is
saying all this stuff, right? That the alleged that Chris did.
It wasn't alleged. She testified again in the stand. This is the stuff that I have is out of Chris's mouth. These are text messages that was released.
Until there's a guilty verdict, it's all alleged.
No, it's not alleged. It's not alleged if she confessed to that. No, it's not allegedly.
Hold on.
We went on record.
Oh no. When you confess to something,
it's not alleged.
On an ongoing. No, hold on. Now, Laura, ongoing case that is not adjudicated, it is alleged until the parties have been found guilty. You have to, and their case is closed. Then all the facts of the case are out.
That is not how that works.
Well, I'm going to say alleged.
I have multiple cousins who are lawyers. I'm telling you.
Hang on. I'm going to say alleged because I am not privy to the facts of the entire case.
It's public knowledge.
Hold on, because the case is not over. So it's an ongoing case. It hasn't been adjudicated yet. Nothing has happened as far as that goes. It's a pending lawsuit. So till all that's done, I'm going to say this. What the actions of Chris sound like show business. And if you are familiar with how Hollywood works, they are quick to cut people off without even having a second thought. And these actors, because you have to look at these reality shows as actors.
Let me shout out Cardi B. I want to shout out Cardi B really quick. You know why I'm shouting out Cardi B? Because Cardi B did something that was so unprecedented. She took and she went after a blogger, and she won that lawsuit on the same merits of what China is trying to do. Cardi B set the standards, and the reason why China is not different. It is not different.
The girl said she had herpes. The girl said she had herpes.
That's the business part.
It's not Hollywood. Listen, it's saying things about people in the press. Have you ever heard of the Inquisitor? They said a lot of things about celebrities is not right.
Hold on, but she didn't. But his thing, they didn't say anything about Blac Chyna that wasn't true.
And it's published, and it's a bunch of load of crap. So this is where I'm running with this at. Cardi set the standard just now when she sued Tasha K. When Cardi sued Tasha K.
For what? What? You're gonna tell me what she sued her for?
When she sued her for defamation.
For what? That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, Tasha K said that she had herpes.
It was more than that. It wasn't just the herpes. It was more than that. It was more than that. It was more than that.
Not true.
China is taking on this family who are powerful in Hollywood, and so many people are falling in line because their last name, and they're falling in line with the power. China is doing something that a lot of people aren't brave enough to do, and that's take on the Kardashians. The Kardashians have harmed so many other people's brands. Look at Chris Humphries. That woman labeled that man disgusting and everything else. Every man that they get with, leave out of there a different way than they came. China is no different. The thing is, China is stepping. She's saying, y'all trying to paint me out in this light and trying to make me to be the monster, but this man has done stuff to me too. And so right now, what she is saying is, y'all were so evil and y'all hated me so much that this was not business. This was personal. It's different if it's business, if the show was not doing good. If the show was not doing numbers and did not have the potential to grow, then okay, that's a little bit different. The show was doing good. It was testified that the show was doing good, right? Chris testified in court that she said, I want that bitch gone. She called her all type of ghetto bitches. She went under oath. Saying this. Chris testified all the nasty things that she said about China. She said, well, I was mad because I wanted my son out of that situation. Chris testified that China was like a daughter to her. Kylie testified that she and China were not close friends, and that her getting with Tyga shouldn't influence anything with China and Kylie beefing or whatever that stuff is. Yeah. These people, this family has done so much stuff to this woman, and you sitting here telling me that none of this is personal, that is all business.
I'm just looking at legally that her two kids are with the fathers, both fathers.
That has nothing to do with the lawsuit.
She's not paying no money.
Has nothing to do with the lawsuit.
I know exactly, Dennis. I know exactly where you're going, bro.
She's despicable, and you're trying to Like Kim Kardashian has her kids.
Okay, whether we like her character or not, this is the whole thing. People don't like you. People might not like Shaka, but no one has the right to come and interfere with your money. Whether people think that you're a good person or not. If someone says Shaka is the biggest dick I know, man, I shouldn't that. No, I shouldn't.
He'd be happy. He'd be happy.
Damn it.
He'd
the
be
biggest
happy.
prick. How about this? The biggest prick I know. If someone says Shaka is the biggest prick I know, and Shaka has done work, and Shaka has put in the time for someone to say, you know what, Shaka, this person told me that you're a prick, and they don't really like you, and I rock with them because they're more popular than you, so you're not gonna get no more money over this way. You can't be Team E over here. Just because Shaka may be an asshole does not mean he does not deserve to be paid his fair.
He's gonna move. He's gonna make his own way.
If Shaka has a way to sue that person, he has every right to pursue legal justification. I agree with
that. Now, is there clauses in the contract? Is there clauses? We have to figure out if there's clauses in the contract, because
it was.
Whenever we have to find out what it was. Now, hold on, let me get this off because
I wrote it down.
If can't a person be fired from that if they're shown to be a liability? Like, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
I was about to get to that. So the producer testified that he had never seen any of the stuff the Kardashians was seeing. He said whenever he seen those two together, other than the drama for the show, they were good. Raw would not testify in this trial, and the reason why he won't testify in the trial is because I guarantee you, he played a part in this. Go ahead. I
know why. That's what I was doing. He pleading the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth.
Because he knows both sides. But even on the show, you see him defending her to his mom, and he's like, y'all need to chill. Like, give her a chance. Yeah, she feels some type of way about Kylie and Tyga, and they kept attacking her. So he was defending her because he felt like it was wrong what Kylie did to her. And for them to say, oh, she wasn't really like a friend to us, when Kim said that was her best friend.
I don't have much information on the situation.
So anyway,
the only reason why it looks bad is for the character because of the character that Blac Chyna has shown herself to be. Mm-hmm. Like Brother Dennis said, she has shown herself to be a vile, disgusting human being. Regardless
what about Robert Downey Jr.?
Huh?
He had a problem. He went to jail.
He had a problem. Yeah.
He went to jail. He went to jail, but guess what? He is still everybody's hero today. So there is time.
Early 90s.
No.
Man,
he did his thing.
There is time for people to change around.
He spent almost 10 years out of the light.
No one. That woman takes care of her whole family. She doesn't just is her mother.
What whole family? Her kids are with the father.
I get that because she's not fit. You see how the toxicity that she comes from her mother.
You just say she takes care of everybody though.
She does. She does take care of her family.
Tell her to get a journal.
Let's act like there's not mental health issues at play here.
This is the problem.
Mental. You now it sounds like you just shooting her bail.
No, this
a disgusting human being is just a disgusting human being.
The girl has issues. She has issues. She is not right to be raising her kids right now. No way in hell should she be. Listen, let me say this, okay? My mother gave me up because my mother felt like she couldn't take care of me. Okay? There's a lot of people be like, oh, your mom was a bad mom. The best thing my mother did was giving me up. When my mother gave me up, she gave me a chance to be somewhere that I can be a better person, or I can learn something different than what she was able to show me. You don't know
with the information. We don't know any of these people,
but we know
the information
we do know custody was not taken from Chyna. She willfully.
The information given on her, because we can only go for the information that we have, right? And with that information that you have about her as a character, because they're putting her character on trial. That's what they're putting on trial. I believe that's what the Kardashians.
They're putting her character on trial, and
because that's the way they're going to win the case if they have a chance to win the case. They're putting her character on trial. to
But
prove that she doesn't have no leg in the fight. Hey, we got you out of
no
here
lawyer
because
would have
you're a
touched this. No
liability.
lawyer would have touched this if they did not truly believe she had a case.
No, no. A lawyer would touch that. You know why?
Because of the payday, man.
Because of the payday and its exposure. I would have took that case.
Hell, I would.
I'll
do get a paper with a legal degree.
Her lawyer is not getting much exposure right now.
My name is
her lawyer is
Joe Callow.
Her lawyer is asking legitimate questions. Her lawyer is proving that these people viciously went behind her back and had that show canceled. The text messages proved that.
It happens in show business all the time.
You know what?
Just because it happens in show business all the time does not mean that should be okay. That's just like the Me Too movement, right?
It happens all the time.
You had to have sex. You had to have sex to make it, right? So now that's not okay because someone stepped up and said this is not okay. And that is Blac Chyna. And she's not going to get no support because guess what?
She didn't get raped to get where she's at. She actually did what you just said to get where she's at.
She did what?
Yeah.
Yep.
She used her body to get where she's at.
She did. And you know what?
So if she gets cut from a show, she gets cut from a show. Oh well.
I don't want you with my son because I don't want you with my son because you're a known dick sucker. Whether or not Kim Kardashian,
no one has that same energy for the Kardashians though.
No, whether or not Kim Kardashian is a dick sucker, that's still their family. They're gonna ride with her.
It's not about 9 times out of 10. What I'm saying is, there's always justification for girls who are fairer skinned or of a different race to be hoes and do everything else. That family.
I'm not justifying anything.
Listen, can I finish? Y'all said this. Brandon said, well, she used her body to get where she wanted to go. Where the fuck did Kim use? What the fuck did Kim use?
That's what I'm saying. Kim's established. We're not talking about what she did. We're talking about.
But she wasn't established back then.
Blac Chyna was still in the freaking clubs when they got together.
No, she was not. Stop saying that. No, she wasn't. No, she was
boasting when she was with Tyga. She was boasting about being up in them clubs, shaking her ass.
You talking about when Rob got together? When Rob and Chyna got together, she was not in no club.
She was still ratchet then. It
don't matter if she was ratchet or not. You guys like to try to demean women because
no, don't you guys me. She's upset because she got cut. And let me tell you, if her image is bad for the brand, guess what Chris is going to do? They're going to protect the brand.
After this, I'm going to actually get my point across without everybody keep cutting me off because I'm trying to make a point.
And then let me counteract your point after you get done. I got something to say about your point. Let me counteract your point after.
Go ahead, Dennis. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You want to go first?
Listen, what I'm trying to say is how the world is doing Chyna right now is dirty. No one wants to back that girl and say that she was done wrong. She was done wrong. She was done wrong because she's a little bit ghetto. So that's just to say if a chick walks out into the street and she has hoochie clothes on, she deserves to be raped. That's the same fucking narrative. No. It is the same narrative because what they're doing is they're screwing this girl the hell over. You guys don't know. Chyna has raised her son for a long time. I believe his name is King. I want to say his name is King. I think his name is King. She raised that baby for a long time without that baby going with Tyga or anything else. Her drug problem is something new. It is something new. Tyga don't speak out that bad about her because guess what? Them men know Chyna more than we do. So they must know that there's more at play here. And I don't like how the Kardashians is playing on her character. That girl had Tokyo as a mother. Oh my God. Thank God she survived, okay? I can speak to this because I am a product of a broken home. I am a product of a mom who was a drug addict, who didn't have her mother, okay? If my mother did not make the choice of giving me to, well, whoever she gave me to and my aunt got me, whoever got me out the foster care system. If my aunt did not raise me, I wouldn't be sitting here the young lady that I am today. So what I'm saying is Chyna made a decision that it was probably best for those children to be with their fathers because she did admit that she is struggling with drugs. Okay, that is a demon in itself. That is something so hard. But just because this woman has her flaws does not mean it's okay for this family who is just powerful and using their money to fucking just crush her. That's what I'm saying. People just ghetto. Look past all that and fucking see a human being. That's all I'm saying. No one should have the power to come and fuck up nobody's bag. You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't like Dennis, I'm not about to go somewhere where he promote and say that nigga Dennis a fucking tallywag or whatever. Just some crazy stuff. Don't eat with him. I'm not gonna go mess up his bag. And if I fuck with his bag, he got every right to come and sue me, especially if it was malicious. If you could sue somebody for defamation of character, then you should be able to sue somebody for messing up your bag to eat. Is all I'm saying. Like, let this girl eat. Chris, you and your daughters have it all. Like these women feel like they run the fucking world. They feel like they have black men wrapped around their finger. And so they feel like black women are disposable. And that's how they're dealing with her. Oh, everybody's going to side with us anyway because we're the Kardashians and we command black men wherever we go. And I don't like that shit.
I don't side with the Kardashians. I don't shame Blac Chyna because she's going against the Kardashians for all intents and purposes.
But if you read all the chats, out there. Read everything.
I don't need to read that shit. My person,
she's going against these rich white women.
It's not about
my opinion is that she's a vile and disgusting human being.
It's not about the show business.
The narrative is first that
when China is viewed, people see disgusting ghetto trash. When the Kardashians is viewed, they see this upper class white women, but they don't see the filth in their closet. Let's read those hoes for the filth that they are. I was mad when they came for Jordan Woods because they felt like, okay, her dad is gone. She only has her mom. So let's go and try to bully this girl. It took for, y'all don't like her. It took for Jada Pinkett Smith and it took for Will Smith to put that girl under her wing and for her to have a life. They tried to crush that damn girl. Another friend just came out of Kylie's who said that the Kardashians told them not to fuck with Jordan.
You think Will fuck Jordan?
Probably did. But the thing is,
if it comes out that Will fuck Jordan, he would be despicable, wouldn't he?
The thing is that I've been trying to say, but I get hit with the pushback. But when you're in show business and you're dealing with like the Kardashians who are established in the reality TV world, these things happen and they don't come out as often because you ain't got somebody who's loud and obnoxious like Blac Chyna. She's going to scream because she's losing money. Had she still had all her monies in the way it needed to be, she would have totally not done anything. But because they cut her from the thing, and they wanted her not to have this show, which she thought this show was going to take off, understandably, because it's a Kardashian show, probably produced by Chris, so Chris can axe it. Chris has the authority. If she's an executive producer, she can say this show will not run.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it. So she doesn't have a case, unfortunately. And it's just the way it is. It's not a Me Too shit. It's not about demeaning any type of color, race, or gender. It's just that's the nature of Hollywood, and she doesn't understand Hollywood, man. I've been watching this stuff for a long time, and this stuff happens more than people would like to know.
No, what I think Laura is just trying to say is that the nature of Hollywood just isn't right.
It's been that way for years,
and I understand that it ain't right, but China doesn't help her. She doesn't help her.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
My tongue is narcoleptic today. She's not helping her cause either with her antics.
by reacting with all that stuff and putting her.
The optic that it looks at is that you was just on the internet crying because you had to give up your vehicles. I mean, you don't even have custody of your children. Now, all of a sudden, you chase this big bad from the Kardashian.
That was for show for this thing. That's just
so how does that look? That's easy. Hey,
look like shit.
That's too by their mama.
But yo, look, fam.
I ain't got it.
Look, fam. Listen. She over there crying about her cars. Judge Judy can knock the shit out. Yo, fam. She's just looking for a bag, and she's proving it. Just like this. Look. She ain't got no money because she had to get cars away. She's greedy.
She looks greedy.
She looks greedy. You know what I'm saying?
greedy. If they fucked up her bag, that is not her being greedy.
It's
That is
it's
not her being
Hollywood
greedy.
though. That
That is,
happens.
it's not.
Yeah.
Listen, it. There are laws that protect you against that. In Hollywood, what are you talking about?
Doesn't matter. That's
There
it.
is,
Still
there is.
happens.
Oh my god!
Even if
It
there's
doesn't
laws, it's not
matter
going to
if the
stop
things
the
And
good.
happen.
she still has to prove it,
Yeah,
She's proved it. She has
but she
proved
doesn't.
it.
But her
the
antics
case ain't
doesn't
gonna
help her
be. It's
case.
gonna be
So
dropped.
right now, what the Kardashians are asking the judge to do is throw out the case,
Yep.
and that's only based because she said something about economics, something about economics or something like
She's not
that.
in economic
That was the
distress.
only basis.
Yeah.
That was the only basis for them to say throw out the case. So China asked the judge for her to retestify. So if the judge grants her to be able to retestify, the Kardashians feel like they're going to be in hot water. That was the only piece of thing that could have got them got that case thrown out because they could have said she was reaching. That's the one thing they could have said she was reaching for that. If they ask for that judge to throw the case out on that merit alone, then all the other shit, all the other evidence that came to light, that means it holds some water. Like, just because something happens in Hollywood doesn't mean it's okay. If there's laws that are supposed to protect it, there's copyright infringement. People steal steal people's copyright ideas. Guess what they do? They go and pursue and they sue. There's still artists stealing from other artists. What happened to somebody, Marvin Gaye's family members who sued somebody else? Okay, CeeLo
Marvin
Green,
Gaye
he
sued
got sued.
everybody.
Right. CeeLo Green. People he sampled somebody's music. He got was it?
No, CeeLo Green
dude
got
from
a
the Black
little
Eyed
bit
Peas.
more problems than that.
It was
Little
Robin.
bit.
It was Robin Thicke.
Yeah, Robin.
Yes,
Thicke
Robin
got in
Thicke, Blurred Lines.
trouble. Blurred lines.
So what I am saying is
And that wasn't even a song they sampled. I don't know how Marvin Gaye family pulled that off.
I'm sorry guys. I'm just so passionate about this. And y'all don't like to see the things that y'all don't like to see the colors on the wall.
It's not about
No,
that.
I
It's
think
just that the
I think
actions of one don't justify the actions of another.
Can I rebut your point real quick? This is
Yeah,
what
go
I
ahead, man.
need you to understand.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
I want you to understand too. When I have a condition a lot of people have, when I'm serious or I'm like kind of uncomfortable, I laugh. So I'm not laughing at what I'm about to say. But this is the problem, okay? Black women, okay? Black people, we tend to support the worst things in our culture that we do to the death of us. Even though we know it's wrong, we always want to compare and say that it's because of racism or slavery. And here's the situation, okay?
This is no.
Wait,
This
hold on,
is
let me
clear.
finish real-
This
let me
is a
just
clear
finish real quick.
Let him talk,
case.
Laura.
Let me finish real quick. White women. Pamela Anderson, okay? She was considered slutty back in the day. Majority of white women did not support her. They did not have her on TV. They did not condone what she's doing. Instead, they pushed her away, said that's not how you act as a woman. But for us as black
But
kids,
Hollywood didn't blackball her.
No, she was blackballed. She did Baywatch,
Yeah.
and after that,
She had barbed wire, and that was it.
She was
Barbed wire was
done.
the last thing she
They
ever did.
She
blackballed
had
her.
no
No, that's not
talent.
true.
She
She had
wasn't
a
blackballed.
show.
Exactly.
She had a
But here's
show.
the-
No, hold on. She had 2 shows that came on Channel 5 that were actually pretty good. She had a show
Really
called
VIP.
VIP was dope, and Stack was
VIP was
pretty
really
fucking
dope.
funny. Yeah, and Stack,
Yep.
the show when she worked in the library, that show was pretty funny.
It was.
Yeah.
Here's let me finish this real quick. Here's the point. We have to get to the point of not condoning. We got to stop condoning our behavior. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. We got to just call it out. She's not acting ladylike. So you can't call it it's because she's black. Because here's the thing, if she was white, she would be getting called out the same way. We just gotta accept our women being whores, acting like not whores, but acting like
Dennis. She's in a trial right now against white trash, as they call them. That's what they're called. That's what the white women and white men call the Kardashians. When they first came out, remember that?
Yeah.
They called them white trash. Yeah. That's what they called them.
Yeah, exactly.
They called them.
But
Listen. They called them no talent women. That's what they called them, right?
Okay.
These are the names that people of their own race gave them, right?
Yep.
But
Yes.
then once they start garnering money, then the white trash left. They were no longer white trash.
Not the
They were
I don't
average
no
white
think.
longer.
women. Average
I
white
don't
women
think.
thinking them as trash.
Can I?
I don't think
I let y'all
it's
finish.
the.
I let y'all finish.
I don't think it's the women. I mean, I don't think it's the money. I literally think it's the
No,
fact
it
that
was the money
America.
because guess
Hold
what?
on, hold on, hold on.
I let you guys
I
go
actually,
already.
but you've been talking the whole time. Ain't none of us had a chance to say shit. The
Really?
only
I'm
time we got
sorry.
a chance,
When
Go
you're
ahead,
talking,
Shaka.
you're
You
telling
probably
us to
right.
be quiet. Yeah.
the only time
Yo,
we
you
talked
probably
was
right.
when
I'm
you went
sorry,
away,
y'all.
and
Yeah,
I don't
we
even
actually
have
got
that.
to talk with
Yeah, I
I
don't
said I'm
have that.
sorry.
you.
I don't have. I don't have that deep of a compelling thought. I don't think it was the money that got them to people to stop saying that they're white trash. What I actually think is that America loves the way that they are fucking up our black men.
And that's what I
That's
just said
exactly what I
too.
think
Like
it is.
I said that
Oh
too.
man, that's a very interesting point there.
I said that. Oh
Hmm.
my god. No, I
That
maybe
is
I'm talking
I
too
don't.
fast for y'all to understand.
I don't remember
no,
you
it's
saying
not.
that, but
It's not that. I'm not even saying that, Laura. What I've been saying is
I
this is the way Hollywood works. She has put herself in a situation that she made herself look bad, and Chris, probably executive producer of that show, can
she
cut
wasn't.
anybody she wants.
She
Probably.
was not.
What I'm saying is,
She wasn't.
if
She
Chris
said that.
has a hand in the situation, there's a reason why, and these things happen. And if it's wrong, well, guess what? Everybody in Hollywood should be fired and completely gone. And Hollywood would never exist if this never happened. Because what happened to Zack Snyder? Let's explain Zack Snyder. What happened?
So Brandon,
Don't
your way
movie.
of thinking is saying that it's just Hollywood and it's just
It's just how it
happens,
works.
and
Yeah.
so it should be okay just to happen to her. Black
It
actresses
happened to Zack
rise
Snyder.
up
No
and talk
one's
about
freaking
this
up in
stuff
arms
all
about
the
that.
time.
Zack Snyder.
what happened to Zack Snyder?
Black
He
actresses,
got
Denzel
cut.
Washington, they rise up and they talk about things like this all the time, and they always say that it's always happening to the black women in Hollywood. The
It
black women
happens
and
to
the
a white.
black men in Hollywood are always overlooked. Why do you
But let's
think
not
the
say Blac
Oscars
Chyna's in
is so?
Hollywood. She's D-list at best.
She gets invited to the Oscars and everything, the Grammys. They invite her everywhere.
Because of Kim
By who
Brandon,
she's
Kardashian.
it's
because of Kim
That
it wasn't
Kardashian, or
that's
because
who
the
of
thing.
Rob. Stop that.
or
It
who
was
she's gonna
before. It
give
was
a or who
after.
she gonna
It
give
was
a
after Rob. Stop attaching that girl's name to
she
everything with
gonna
Rob.
give
She was
she gonna
okay
give
before Rob.
it was whoever she was giving a dry ass blowjob to that night.
No, it wasn't. She
Did
had
y'all see
her
that
show
tape?
on Zeus. She had
Did
her
y'all see
show on
that
Zeus. Her
tape? That
show was
was the
doing good.
driest blowjob I've ever seen.
So I'm trying to be serious. Like I'm really trying to be serious. What I am
She
saying is
KY jelly
that
for her
you
throat.
guys are so comfortable. You
Laura,
guys are really so
I'm
comfortable
I am
with.
not. I'm not. I gave you a fact. Zack Snyder was the director of Justice League, got cut from his own movie. And let me tell you, that was fucked up. And it got to the point where there was a
But guess what he's doing? He's suing. His lawsuit is
he
still
didn't,
pending.
he didn't sue. He went
He is
and got
suing.
no. He got the movie released like 2.5 years later, which was way better than the shit they put out there where Josh Whedon took over. Way better.
It was still bad, but it was way better.
Way better, right? But it was still bad, yeah. But I'm saying it's like Zack Snyder's Justice League is completely dead, and it was effed up. And guess what? No one blinked an eye. Well, WB's still in business. Warner Brothers is still in business. What I'm saying is you can't just be upset over that, and you don't even look at the entire Hollywood spectrum as a whole. This shit happens all the time, and it doesn't faze me. I'm like, well, she fucked up. They cut her. Oh well. What's she gonna do? Sue? What are they gonna do? They're gonna drop it. Like Dennis said, $10 million.
Okay. So
She's
all
gonna get
right,
a.
he was. I misread that. He was scared of being sued. That's
I'll
why
be
he
right back,
waited.
yo. Be right back. My laptop is dying.
But still, he still went on with it though. But my whole thing is, I don't. You guys can have
It's a
y'all opinions.
Hollywood thing to be
I'm
cut.
talking to two men on here who don't really care for black women on like that. And
Uh,
then B, you're always in the middle. So
That's not it. That's
I
not
don't
it.
hate.
I
I
don't
don't hate
condone
on
bad
the
behavior.
color, man, or the
I didn't
gender.
say you B. I said you're always in the middle.
You know what I said is I don't hate on anything. I just look at like the actions of one, It doesn't justify the actions of the other. Meaning,
Yeah.
if she got cut, there's a reason, and she can't do shit about it. All that saying is Dennis is gonna be the one, probably 10 million. That's a high end. She might have to settle for 2.
No,
because
she's
she
not
doesn't
going
have
to settle.
case.
I don't believe she's going to settle. I really don't believe
And
she's going
she's
to
losing.
settle.
She's losing. Oh, geez, she's
I
losing.
really
Because then we would have to look at
I really just
every
don't
scenario.
think. I really, if she doesn't take
Will?
the family down, I hope somebody else does.
Will.
Because what
Let's
they
talk about
did,
Will.
what they did was undercut it. Like
And
that was
Will.
undercut.
They took
And it
Will's
was
bag,
dirty.
but they took Will's bag. All his projects are canceled. Is Will gonna sue? He can't do shit about it because it's Hollywood. You can't do
It's
shit.
not because what are you talking about? People sue people in Hollywood all the time and win. Look at Young Jock. Young Jock sued his record company.
What I'm
his
saying
record
is
label
Will
got 100
Smith
million.
cannot sue for what happened. Will Smith.
Who talking
got
about
cut.
Will Smith?
Me, because you're talking about people stealing from their
He
bag
doesn't.
because they don't like
Smith.
people.
Will Smith and China's situations is totally different.
It's the same shit.
Will
You're
Smith,
taking away
Will
his
Smith
stuff
is
because
cut
of
because
actions.
he assaulted someone. China was not cut because she assaulted someone.
What
She
is
was
she
cut
for?
because she simply was not liked by her boyfriend's parents.
There
She
you
put a
go.
wire around the man's
For a
neck. She
reason.
put a gun in the man's face. Was this before or after?
First of all, I didn't choke a few dudes.
Okay,
Once again, black women condone black women behavior because white. I couldn't fathom. I could
Dennis,
not
shut up
fathom.
saying that.
Dennis-
You made me
Dennis
mad.
just has a
You made me
No,
mad
he's
worried
right.
about that.
He's
'cause
got a
so many
point.
He had a
people
point.
don't
Who
care
else
got a
about
point.
that.
You just
This is
condoned
so
that.
funny.
You just said that's
He got a
okay.
point.
You just said that was okay.
He just
You
got a
just said,
point.
you said I did that too. Who
I'm
does that?
making a joke because they said it was a joke. Rob said it was a
No.
joke. She said it was a joke. They were playing. The sisters threw
Today's
it.
not
The
right.
sisters
We're
took
gonna
it out
alternate.
of context.
I'm sorry
They
to
took it
do
out of
that.
context.
How do you take that out
Chris
of
said-
context? Hey,
Chris
I
said
put a gun
she
in this
felt
nigga's mouth.
like-
We gonna take that out of context?
Yeah, we
How?
can't. That's not right. You don't do that.
Here we go, talking about this. Oh, black women is a black woman is a
No,
white
it's
women.
not
Dennis,
about
at this
that.
point,
Come
boy,
on.
Hey, B-Vaz, I'm gonna come in your crib in the middle of the night and take everything you got out your house, but it's just a joke. Ha ha.
Ah,
Ha. That shit funny, right? Yeah. Nah, miss me with that.
New York City, huh? Brooklyn, got you.
Yeah, miss me with that bullshit. All right.
either
You
way
been
it
getting a
goes,
lot of sick shit off today.
listen. I'm gonna hurry up and wrap this up. Either way it goes, I'm going with it like this. Blac Chyna has merit behind her lawsuit. Whether y'all agree because y'all think she's ghetto or whatever. There's a
Oh,
lot
it's
of
not
ghetto
good.
women out here
I
who
don't think
lose
she's
their
ghetto. I
husbands in
think
the
she's
streets to police
close.
officers. And guess what? Just because they're ghetto and you guys deal with hood rats does not mean that they don't go to court and their lawsuits don't hold up just because they're ghetto.
Nah,
So therefore, saying that she's not going to win because of her behavior. Well, Dennis, you said, well, she's this and this and that. It's her behavior. Well, the
She's chasing the
Kardashians
bag.
are no better than her.
No,
They're
they're not.
fighting each other.
They're
It
not-
wasn't
They're
Kim
not.
and Khloe
Nobody's
They're not
saying that.
affecting-
Nobody's saying that.
they're not
Nobody's
affecting
saying that they're
nobody.
the
Yes,
greatest.
they are. It was aired on the Kardashian show. You guys always say nobody's saying
I
that. And this
don't
is news.
watch.
You guys keep saying stuff. Y'all don't have no facts.
When
Go
I don't
on
watch-
the
Kim Kardashian
show and watch
held a
that.
gun
I
to
don't-
somebody's head.
I don't watch this goofy shit.
Okay, how about this? How about Kris Jenner condoning her 15-year-old mess with a 21-year-old?
Hey,
That
if
ain't
she-
right.
if that's
Oh
what
yeah,
she-
y'all forgot Callie was 15 when she was messing with Tiger. Y'all forgot that.
It's not.
No.
It's not right. But
But-
it's
But
not right.
China's
But-
trash.
No, but hold on. It's not right.
Oh,
Oh, but it's not white. But it's not right. Oh, you mean it's not? You mean it's about white and that's okay?
No, if
That's
the
what you
parent.
mean.
No, if the parent.
Because
No,
you just
if the
sat
parent.
here and you said, Dennis said, black people always condoning BS that black people do. Now, if that was a
Kelly?
black man, I mean a black man messing with a 15-year-old black girl, y'all be like, oh, throw him underneath the jail. Throw him
No,
underneath
that's
the
R.
jail.
Kelly on a Tuesday. What are you talking about?
Tiger was
Right.
black.
But-
Tiger was black.
And he got away with it. for
I
like
said
20
with a
plus
black
years.
girl,
Oh,
Because
she's just
this
Aaliyah.
white girl's family has money, and her mother was okay with it. Y'all thought that was okay with this 15-year-old mess with this 20-year-old dude?
Aaliyah, man.
No.
But
Here-
Blac Chyna's
if the
the trash.
No, here's the situation.
If the parent what?
If the
The
parent,
parent
is allowing
is
it,
okaying it, yeah.
then it is what it is. Maybe she thought she
Wow.
was
So that's
enjoying
where we at. So if the parent condones a 15-year-old messing with an adult, that's okay.
I mean, that's
Allure,
Because then that
if
would
you
take
let
us
your
back to the golden
I mean,
days where
was it
12-year-olds
no
were
stat,
allowed to marry
Allure,
8-year-olds.
statute?
Allure, if
What's it
you
called?
allowed your daughter, your 15 or 16-year-old daughter, to talk to a 21-year-old, and you thought she was mature enough, you thought the guy was a good guy,
Never. She ain't mature enough.
all for it. Okay, that's her. That's your daughter.
That's the discretion of the parent.
Yeah.
There's not the discretion of the parent. The law says it's not okay.
Well,
And
the
why isn't
statutory
Tiger in
law
jail?
He wasn't having
only
sex.
is
Because
for
this was
states, depending
documented
on state. It's
on
not
it
the
Guys,
is.
y'all giving off some weird vibes. Y'all might
No,
want to
hold
let's
on.
move away from this
Statutory
No, hold
law
on.
is
My
different.
question. Fuck.
It's 17. It's
Why
not
is
15. It's 17.
why is Tiger not in jail? Then? Why is Tiger not in jail?
Yeah, because they never pursued it.
I'm not
Because her
saying.
mother was her.
I'm not saying that.
Listen. You
That's all
guys
we've
must
been
ain't
doing.
watch that show. You
That's
guys
all.
must ain't watch that
Who
show.
watches that garbage?
So her father, well, her mother, Kate, I don't know, Caitlyn Jenner, I don't know. Her other parent,
Kylie.
Caitlyn.
You look at your own shit after you use the bathroom. Like I don't. Who watches that trash? Like really?
I watch my shit
So,
when
anyways,
I go.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Well, you got to
brought
wipe
up
to
on
look
the
at the
show-
tissue, but
I love looking at it.
Caitlyn Jenner brought up on the show that she was not okay with Kylie and the other one's behavior and being around boys. That was a current issue in her and Jenner, the other Jenner's relationship, was she allowed the girls to be too grown. That was a always dispute on that show. And the mom was definitely okay on the show with them talking to older dudes, which was not okay. So for y'all to sit here and say this family, because their trash is a little bit classier than China's. It's wrapped up in a bow and is a little bit more neater than China's, where she's all out there and she has nothing to hide. And
that
you
was
gonna
never
see
my
her.
sentiment.
You gonna see her for what she is. The
You're trying to
problem
paint
is
that. You're trying to paint that narrative
people
on
don't-
us. None of us in this table have said that shit. That it's okay to what the Kardashians do. None of us have said. You're trying to force that on us to validate your point.
No, Dennis said that. That's what
No,
I'm talking
I said when she came out when that tape came out, Ray J put it out. She just took the
about.
bag.
Justified it.
Laura. Okay, so Laura, if you had if your partner did a sex tape, tried to put it out, they came to you and said, "I'll give you $3 million if you sign off and us putting it out." You're not taking that $3 million
I'm
today?
not. No.
All right.
Get out of here.
Kim Kardashian
Get outta
made
here.
something.
Dennis.
Kim
Dennis,
Kardashian
let me tell you
turned something out of something.
Dennis,
That's
let me
cap.
say something to you. You may not believe this, but my morals are more important than money. Because at the end of the day, my children, they would have to look at some stuff like that. You understand? Like women, we make dumb mistakes. When I was young, I was like 19. A guy had asked me for news. I sent him news. I was in the club. He was showing my news in the club. I learned then you never in life do no mess like that ever again.
This is why we're so far behind as a community, because who would not take $3 million to set their family up for life, for generational wealth, over a video that's already out there that might be put out there anyway? You see the thought process that, like, we're trying to be so moral that
How about this? How about some people really believe that money does not rule the world. Some people really believe in their hearts that if they take that money, yeah, they'll have that money, but what follows along with that money? What follows along with that money?
Generational
wealth,
generational wealth, getting out of poverty.
But they weren't in poverty.
Referring to China as a stripper.
They weren't in poverty.
She made money, and y'all still try to trash her as a stripper.
They
so
were
I would take $3 million for a sex tape.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian wasn't
take me seriously. What if I choose to be a pastor one day? What if one day I said the Lord is calling me to preach? How can I walk up in the pulpit in front of the church?
I got you now. I got you now, because there's a porno star that's a pastor now. I forgot her name, but she's a light-skinned girl. She was fine as shit. She took dick like a champion. But she made it.
I don't want to be labeled as that. I don't want to be, look at the pastor up there. Oh, she was shaking that booty, girl. That jiggle jello was jiggling.
But it's possible. She has a whole congregation.
So
I just tore apart your argument right there.
That's like the code of rapping. So someone offers you money is okay. Like, I mean, I don't know.
No,
like,
all money ain't good money.
Exactly, is what I'm saying.
On that. Kim Kardashian.
So
Wasn't
$3 million
poor.
for a sex tape, y'all wouldn't do it? Y'all wouldn't put that out if it was
No,
already
I'm
out there?
good. 3 million is not worth it.
It's not my
If it was
integrity
48
is
billion,
though.
I'd probably consider it.
I'd have the shortest
Hit me
sex
up,
tape in the
Elon.
world.
Like maybe
I'd
like
have the
100 million, but still, I still
I'd have
wouldn't.
the sh-
I'd be like, no, I'm gonna have to take it to God, like and lay it at the feet.
I'd
Like,
have the
so,
shortest sex. I'd do it because the sex tape would be over. You'll see me.
Yep, for
3
10 seconds. And
10
it's like,
seconds later, it's all
hey,
you
over.
my
guys
Chaga,
caught me
The
off
end.
guard today
Chaga.
because I wasn't at my best. But I promise
you
you
got
guys,
generational
you guys
wealth.
will never get the one up on me again.
I'd
This
do it.
dude, the
Like, yo,
producer over
Special
here,
guest
non
Pamela
sleep.
Henderson.
Everything's just off today. I hate my life right now.
10 seconds. The porno tape.
Yeah.
You mean I get paid $10 million for
Your
10
special
seconds of
guest,
work?
Pamela Henderson, your special guest.
Mm-hmm. $10 million for 10 seconds of work? Give me that bag.
Give me that. So
Wait,
Tell my son.
did you say
Tell
10
my son.
seconds?
Hell yeah. Tell my son we going to work.
I'm not going to say.
Tell my son we going to Disney World. Daddy gets hit the jackpot.
I'm not going to say nothing on this situation until we know what's going to happen in the next few months. I'm going to say $2 million adjudication. She ain't winning the case, other than maybe like it makes the Kardashians.
People said Cardi
bad.
wasn't going to win
That's it.
too. People said Cardi was not going to win.
Well, that's fine because Cardi B probably had a blog. You know, that's a difference because there's evidence there, and the Kardashians.
There's evidence here too. There's evidence. So I don't know if you guys are aware
Chris,
of all the evidence.
Hold on,
So
Chris used her leverage, her know-how, and who to talk to in the business to cut a show.
But they violated the contract between China and
But that contract
company.
ain't worth $100 million.
It does not matter if it's worth $100 million. The contract can be worth $2, and she can sue for $50 million. There
Doesn't
are
matter.
other things.
No, that's not how it works. It has to be
$2 million, whatever the contract is.
It has to be an expectancy of
exactly.
And then there's too many intangibles.
Guys, the lawsuit was more than just that. I'm trying to tell y'all don't fucking listen.
Yeah, it was damages, it was expected income earned, and also the contract's worth itself, and that's why it totaled 109.
It was the economic impact that it had on her life, the hardship. There was more than just that. It was emotional damages. It was a lot of stuff. So it wasn't. No, actually, she did go through some emotional damages because they did try to block her. There was a lot of things that they did put her through. So a lot of the stuff.
I'm gonna take this bag and go get more lip injections.
It was the racial aspect of it, and China and Chris text messages. That's why people have been out here on the blogs calling the woman racist now. Listen, there was text messages of Chris said, "Oh, I was just angry when I said those things. I didn't mean that." If you guys ain't been following the trial, listen. The next time we talk about something like this, I'm gonna give you guys dockets because I have everything here. I have everything here from the what's it called? The transcripts.
We know
yes.
But we know the Kardashians ain't shit.
Until that case has been adjudicated, there's nothing we can do right now other than speculate. So I'm speculating. My speculation, $2 million max.
Speculation. Yeah, we can speculate her.
That's all I could do.
What she might get. Yeah, we can speculate that.
That's it. That's all I've been doing.
What I'm saying is though.
Exactly.
I really feel like this girl just may be able to take it to the top.
I'm just gonna sell. I'm telling you, like how Hollywood works. If that's the case, Hollywood would be broke with all the suing, and it hasn't happened yet. So there's a lot of things that happen in the behind the scenes that these guys want to sue for.
Actually, you're wrong. There are a lot of artists that's coming now and suing record labels. Look at Ashanti. What she's doing, she said, I can't sue, but she found a legal way around it to redo all her songs. There are a lot of artists that are coming for their coins now. And what I'm saying, this should be the norm. This should be the norm. That's why Nipsey Hussle said,
that's not Hollywood. That's the music industry.
Nigga, the music industry. I said, nigga, God forgive me. Dude, the music industry is a part of Hollywood, bro.
Oh, it's not.
For those celebrities, they're in Hollywood. Yes, it is.
Music industry is
not two different things.
Is it? And please elaborate.
It's not really two different things. They're
music
in Hollywood. What are you guys
New York.
talking about?
Hollywood is all the film and TV. Music is New York. New York has always been the music spot.
Guys,
what about all the rappers taking all the way to acting jobs?
Exactly.
Because you got sweet actors, sweet ones like Tyga going into the acting side.
It's still
And you got Bad
Hollywood.
Bunny going into Hollywood.
You
I
have
don't know who Bad
contemporary
Bunny is.
artists that work in Hollywood because guess what? Hollywood needs people who know music to
DJ
add
Khaled
features
is
to
in Miami.
songs. Right?
DJ Khaled's in Miami.
Ashanti,
Trick Daddy's in Miami.
Beyonce have written songs for Disney. She's a music artist. Is she not in Hollywood? She has performed in
She's
Disney movies.
she's in
Let's see.
Hollywood.
Let's
She's
see.
not
Queen Latifah, she was in Ice Age. She did a song
because
there,
Queen
and she was a voice
Latifah
in there. Is that not
became an
Hollywood?
actor. Queen Latifah became an actor.
She is still a rapper.
No, she's an actor.
She's still a rapper, bro.
No,
she just did a song with. She just did a
she's
song
been
with
acting
Jada
longer
Kiss
than
and
she's been rapping.
she just did a song with Jada Kiss and
you been an artist, they're not gonna get it. Like they
Yeah,
She
so
just- Queen Latifah just did a song with Jada Kiss and DJ Case.
Lord have mercy. They're
like
still
literally
Hollywood.
4 or 5 months ago, she just came out with a song.
They're
So
merging.
she's
They're
still
merging
active.
the two, but it's been different. I mean, they're two different things. They're merging the two, though. I will say that. Like
I don't.
a trash Spider-Man.
Okay, don't DJ Khaled got a
don't-
star on the Hollywood Walk
He
of,
sure does.
Okay, so that's Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
For social
To get a
media.
star in Hollywood, you
For
got to be
social
big in
media.
Hollywood.
Michael
was
Jackson
respect,
has a.
right?
What about all of the Michael Jackson
Exactly.
has
That's
a Hollywood Walk of
Hollywood.
Fame. Jackson 5, LL Cool J, like Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Hollywood.
It's very much intertwined.
Hey, I'm looking here. Music industry is same as Hollywood. Nope. And it says they work together, but they're not.
It's the same
Well,
as Hollywood. Bro.
I believe they're. I believe they're very. I believe they very much
Long
intertwined.
time.
It is the same. If you got
No,
a star on the Walk of Fame, it's Hollywood. It's
No,
in Hollywood.
It's because you got to start. You know, you got to pay almost $30,000 to get your name there.
Your name just don't get there. That means every celebrity in America
You
would have their
pay
name there.
I'm telling you right now, you pay for that shit. If you want your name on that Walk of Fame, I've been to California. I've walked that damn path.
Okay,
I've
you
been on
might
those
have walked
freaking-
it. Everyone that's
They
walked it
tell
doesn't
you.
mean just because I walked it and I got 30,000, I can get my name on that bitch.
Yes, that's what it means. You need to be part of
So
the
you mean-
Screen Actors Guild. You need to be part of some type of public figure that has clout or the music industry or anything.
Bro,
Musicians get on there. Hollywood people
Listen.
get on there.
because they're part of
And
Hollywood.
you gotta buy. No, you're not a part of it. If you are living in the same place, doesn't make you Hollywood.
We're not saying because you're living.
You can't be Hollywood.
So Todd Bridges got a star on the Walk of Hall of Fame.
Yeah, everyone who wants it can buy it, and they will be having their name on the Hall of Fame Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
I don't think Elvis did a movie before, and I think he's on it.
He's on there.
Elvis did plenty of movies. He just sang in his movies.
Elvis
He
is
didn't
an
have no
artist.
acting lines.
So when you walk through the Walk of Fame, you'll see like a little music box if they were musicians. You'll see like a TV if they're part of TV. You'll see like a little film reel if they're film artists. And that's because they tend, the industry you work in is where they're willing to give you that silhouette in the background for it under your name.
I'm lost. How did we get here?
I don't
I'm
know.
not trying to dismiss what you're saying.
Hollywood and the music industry are the same, and I said no.
But how did we? What was our subject that we was talking about before? I don't. Yeah, Laura, she's on one tonight.
She's on one. Everything I'm saying.
Y'all gonna listen to my point today.